My name's Kristal Ireland. I'm the Strategy Director for an agency in Leeds called Enjoy Digital. I've been in this role for the last 6 months, and before that I've held various roles in different agencies in Leeds, and I've also been client side at Welcome to Yorkshire. Once I decided that I wanted to move on from working in retail, I actually got into marketing by applying for a graduate role within a small agency in Leeds. From there I actually did a CIM postgraduate diploma in marketing, and that's really where I decided that this was the career for me going forwards. I think when people hear strategy within marketing, it can sort of lead to very different opinions about what that might be, and it's not the easiest of roles to describe. Strategy is really about understanding your client's brand, their position within the market, their competitive set, and absolutely importantly is their customers. What we strive to do is understand them so that we can understand how to get them competitive advantage within their marketplace, and how to build in their innovative digital marketing strategies. So if I was going to describe my role, it would be very broad, very exciting, but also really nice kind of hands-on human factor, which not a lot of digital people always get. The area of my job which I enjoy the most is any time that I actually get to go out and do some consumer research. For us brands, sometimes it's very easy to sort of sit in a bit of an ivory tower and not actually get into sort of face-to-face with your customers and understand why they love and interact, or maybe not so much with your own brand. So the best bit about my job for me is when I get to do some customer research. Some common misconceptions about being, working in strategy are that it's not really kind of very tangible and what are the actual real outputs. But something that I work quite hard on is to ensure that the rigorous research that we do is well documented. It's also in case of looking at research portfolios to understand what technologies are really important now. So I think some of the misconceptions are that there's not a lot of output from strategy and it's just the one big idea, but that should always be backed up with quite a large research piece. I think there are 3 core skills to being successful within a strategic role in any business. The first one is to be very analytical, the second one is to be very focused in what you're doing, and third and most importantly within a digital strategy role is to be very trend aware, particularly from a technology point of view. The technology moves so fast that you have to keep mindful of what the consumer groups are doing that are particularly important to the brand that you're working with. I think within digital, one of the most exciting things is how fast the pace of change can be, but that can also offer up a very important challenge. Sometimes in digital we can get very carried away with the next big thing, you know, your social media, your QR codes, whatever it might be this week. But I think it's also very, very important, and that's why strategy is so important to this, not to get so carried away with the latest bit of technology that's buzzing, and to actually understand and be very kind of careful with your client's money to ensure that you deliver back on ROI. What keeps me up at night? To be absolutely honest, nothing keeps me up at night. I sleep like a baby and I always have done, so I'm quite lucky in that respect.